I got an email from someone who said, Matt, my hips hurt all the time. What am I supposed to do? Because in your Body Rebuilding Basics course, you say that when you're doing a new exercise, if it causes pain, that you should not push through it. But I'm always in pain, so what should I do? And this is a great question, Ender. Thank you for asking it, because a lot of people with chronic pain probably have this same question. So in this video, we're going to talk about what to do if you're already in pain and how to interpret different signals when you're doing new exercises to try to get yourself out of pain. And we're going to talk about some tips that might help you calm down the pain so that when you exercise, you have a clearer picture of what each exercise feels like and what it's doing for your body. So if you're ready, let's get ready to think right, move right, and feel right. So before we jump right into clarifying this principle, I want to ask you how long you've had chronic pain. Is it in your hips, shoulders, back, wherever it is? Drop me a comment down below and let me know what you've been doing to try to fix it. And now let's talk about how to use this principle of if it hurts, don't keep pushing through it. So we want to look at your baseline level of pain. So if you're going through your day and like in Ender's case, your hips hurt between 10 and 70% all the time, like you just feel pain and discomfort all the time, that is, number one, very good motivation to try to do something to solve the problem, like exercise. And number two, that should be taken as your kind of baseline background noise, okay? So you feel that pain, it's gnawing at you in your hips, then you go to do an exercise. If you feel like you're in a position that amplifies that pain, that amplifies the discomfort, it's very likely that you need to back off. So to clarify, you get into the position, you feel your baseline discomfort, and then you go into the stretch and you feel something sharp happening that's kind of different from your normal baseline, you feel it amplified, then you're probably going into a position that you need to be careful and you need to back out of it and see if you can feel the exercise in the right way. So in previous videos, I've talked about how to feel the stretch in the right place, opening angles, closing angles, and being careful and making sure that you're feeling the stretch in the right place. Maybe you're doing an exercise like just a simple glute and hamstring activation exercise, or you're just lifting your leg up, and maybe you feel, okay, well, it's just my normal discomfort, plus I'm getting fatigue, and I'm feeling muscles burning from doing the work, but I still feel also my regular pain. Well, that's fine. That's okay. You're adding a sensation that's pretty safe. It's just fatigue, right? So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to normalize what's going on here by helping you use those muscles. And as you send signals to those muscles and you receive these tired signals, in my experience, makes things feel a lot better over time. The key though is that you are feeling the right muscles working, so you should know what muscles are supposed to be working and which ones are supposed to be stretching and relaxing and all that. And if you're somebody who doesn't have chronic pain all the time, then you're just going to use your baseline at the start of your workout. So let's say you are going into this same exercise, and as you start this workout, you're at a 0. You don't really feel any hip pain, and you start doing it, you feel some fatigue, no issues, great. But maybe you start going up here and you feel like as you go to a certain angle, ooh, like you get some stabbing pain somewhere, you get some jamming or pinching or something somewhere, then you want to be more attentive, slow it down, reduce the range, and maybe go to just shy of the pain, and maybe hang out there, hold it, try to get a safe sensation of work, of a little bit of muscle fatigue, and not the pinching, jamming, stabbing pain. We're looking for these sensations of work so that you can start to recalibrate and really feel these muscles in a nice, accurate, safe way. I've personally gone through this process countless times in my life. I've been on this earth for over 4 decades, and starting in my teens, things started to go wrong. I've had my shoulder, my back, my hips, my knees, my feet, everything has gone wrong. Even my hands and wrists went really, really, really wrong for a long period of time. The point here is that by training my muscles to do their jobs well, I've managed to get rid of pretty much every single kind of chronic pain. But I've also managed to bring it back when I wasn't using my body well when I wasn't training it to stay balanced. The lesson here is not that your body will never experience pain if you use my magical formula. The real lesson is that you need to learn how to train your body intelligently and respond to its needs. The pain you experience helps guide you. It's not a sign that you are terribly, permanently broken. It's a sign that whatever you're doing needs some adjustment. Maybe something in your life needs to change. Maybe something in your training habits needs to change. Maybe your lifestyle needs to change. Maybe you shouldn't be sitting on your butt watching Instagram Reels all day long. Seriously, check your screen time statistics and see just how much of your life you're wasting on your phone. And even if it's to do research, it still is wasting your life if you're not moving and engaging with the physical world with your body.
Don't listen to him. All you need is your AI friends.
I know the temptation when you're experiencing frequent, recurring, or chronic pain is to just tuck into a ball if you can and just stay there and not move and hope that the pain goes away. But I can tell you, again, from personal experience, ultimately, you got to get movement back into your body. I was dealing with some pretty severe low back pain and hip pain from just constant surfing. And some of my initial ideas were to just stop surfing completely and just hope that things would unwind. But I have, again, a lot of experience with this stuff and realized quickly that, you know what, just resting is not going to solve this. So I have personally been going through this process over the last year of fixing my body, paying attention to what hurts, and then retraining, stretching things out, finding my limitations, and then building the strength and flexibility that I need to feel good again. All while paying attention to how my body feels when I'm doing specific exercises. I also want to point out that mental stress definitely does not help when you have physical pain. They feed each other. You're stressed, you feel tighter, stiffer, your body doesn't feel good, which adds to the stress. So exercise is one way to try to break that cycle, and also things like meditation or meditation-esque practices, gratitude journals, just taking a minute to breathe, taking 5 or 10 minutes to breathe and focus can be a wonderful way to stop the cycle of pain. And I know, all you type A personalities out there, like me, are very resistant to doing these practices that slow you down because it just feels like you're wasting your life. So let me paint a picture for you, Mr. or Ms. Type A. You're a smart, driven, ambitious, motivated person and you want to get things done. But being in pain doesn't really help you get things done. And being stressed out about your aches and pains also doesn't help you get things done. And feeling so desperate that you're willing to have somebody cut your body open in the hopes that they can remove the thing that's causing your pain is also probably not helping you be more productive, and the recovery time from a surgery like that is also not going to help you be very productive. But taking a little bit of time every day to just breathe calmly and not get stuck in your email inbox or just scroll endlessly on Instagram or on YouTube Shorts.
Don't let them steal your attention. You owe it to me.
Can actually translate to more focus, can translate into less pain, and can translate into you getting more things done in the long run. But it requires you to set aside some time and just breathe, or do a mantra meditation, or just do a gratitude journal for 3 minutes every single day. These are all pretty simple things that you can integrate into your life, and you don't need to retire from your job and join a monastery. Big-time hedge fund investor Ray Dalio has done a lot in his life, and he takes time every day to meditate so that he can be focused and calm and approach life in a way that is productive and that feels good and healthy. And he didn't just start that once he already had $50 billion. He was doing it along the path. So there's two things I want to make super clear here. First is I'm not bringing up a hedge fund investor because I think making a lot of money is really important in your life. I don't think that being successful financially is necessarily the thing you should be aiming everything at, and for many people it's definitely not. I'm just bringing it up because making a lot of money is a sign of conventional success, and this guy built his success on a foundation of being really calm and patient and learning how to meditate and calm his mind. And it helped him achieve things that people in the regular conventional world would consider pretty darn good. In other words, you don't have to be a full-blown hippie to find some benefit from something like meditation. And the second thing I want to make clear is that maybe meditation is not the practice for you to calm your mind. Maybe you need to go for a walk for 10 or 20 minutes with your phone silenced, turned off, or left at home. Or maybe doing something like a gratitude journal where you just take 5 minutes to write down some things that you're grateful for will help you calm your mind. Maybe there's a religious practice that resonates with you. Maybe prayer for 5 minutes a day will really help you. Find something that helps you get clarity and calmness, and that's going to help you not just mentally and spiritually, but also physically. And believe me, as somebody who is type A myself, I understand how hard it can be to convince yourself to do something that seems a little too squishy, hippy-dippy. But I really encourage you to give something a try here, and you will experience benefits if you do it long enough and integrate it into a healthy movement practice. So to recap, if you're doing a new exercise, pay attention to how your body feels relative to your baseline. If your baseline is 0, no pain all the time, well, lucky you. And then if you notice a big spike, you got to be more careful in that exercise. If you constantly have pain, you're still looking for spikes from that painful baseline. So if you notice a spike, make sure you back off a little bit on your range of motion or back off on the intensity of the actual resistance exercise. You want your body to start to feel challenged. You want to feel normal sensations of fatigue, of stretch, of work, but not pinching, jamming, stabbing. Exercise can definitely help you break the pain cycle and help you establish balance and good, fluid, smooth, pain-free movement, and also taking the time to calm your brain and get rid of all the stress chemicals you get from staring at this thing all day long will go a long way towards making your entire body feel better and your whole life feel better.
Don't listen to him.
If you want more free tips and strategies and videos to help you rebuild your body and your mind at home, check out the Body Rebuilding Basics. It's for free on my website at uprighthealth.com/BRB. I'll drop some links down below as well. And I've also got do-it-yourself programs that can help you rebuild your hips, your shoulders, or your back. Whatever you need, check down below for links. uprighthealth.com/DIY is where you'll find the full collection of all my do-it-yourself programs. If you learned something from this video or you have some wisdom to share, drop a comment down below, hit the like button, subscribe, and as always, I hope you remember that pain sucks. Life shouldn't.